Hey everyone, it's Michael and
Reuben!
from Little Coin Shop, littlecoinshop.com.au, bringing you all the fun numismatics, this time from the Perth Mint.
That's it.
May release, I believe.
Yeah, May's releases. So, three different types here. Yeah, we're getting towards the latter half of May. Excuse me. Yeah, the latter half of May. I'm not sure what's going on, but we have had them finally arrive, which is always good.
Yeah. Don't get me started on the delivery system over there.
Probably good to keep that short. What have we got in this one?
James Bond.
James Bonds.
Bondies. All right, and we got some other stuff in there as well. We better have
bit of a mixed bag.
Dig through and see what's hiding underneath.
Alrighty. So I have to admit, I think this is going to be a different Bond to the one I thought we might have been getting, because I know I'd seen a photo of the minted mini type, but this is
no, this is a coloured.
This is the not the standard Bond box, but the actual coin, not the minted mini.
Looks very cool with the, I don't know what we call that.
You call it the swoosh, because you make the action as you pull it off. And
there we go. I'm looking at it upside down. It's licensed to kill, and I should know which James Bond that is.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. There you go.
With only a couple of movies to his name.
He was one of the more brief James Bonds, wasn't he?
Yes.
And then on the other side, we still have Her Majesty for the rest of the year. Although I'll be disappointed with the James Bonds if they go to King Charles. Because it's
His Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
So hopefully they will stay with Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But they're in stock.
Good stuff.
Which is good to see. Put this back together a little bit.
Somewhat reassemble.
So actually, I'm going to disassemble it again and line them up down here so we can see them.
Yep.
At the end. Put that there now.
What else is hiding underneath?
This is always the fun part of the Perth Mint deliveries.
Can you get to them without damaging the ones up top?
Finding out exactly what they've sent us. Trying desperately not to miss things. Oh, it's kind of like having Christmas every couple of weeks. Alright, I've got no idea what these are at all. Dum dum dum.
Oh, exciting.
It certainly is.
I know.
For people of my generation, anyway.
I was going to say, I know even a couple of people here have been hanging out for this one.
Yeah. Come on.
Nice and securely packed. We can say.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just getting them off.
I love that. That colour purple looks super cool. Like just looking at the light reflect off it. That's super cool.
They've done a great job with the boxing this year.
Oh.
And then that one's a little bit sideways. So the certificate of authenticity. Now there's only 2,000 of these in existence. Gee, that's a very low certificate number. And then inside here, dum dum dum.
Very cool.
So it's an antique finish. Oh, look at this. Oh no, it's just a cover.
Just a nice. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, except you can't get the flipping thing back in.
There you go. Yeah, no, it keeps it a little bit more secure in there, and obviously it's held the coin in through transit, so I'd say it's done a good job.
That's actually, I love the antique coin with the purple finish on it.
Yeah.
That really draws the detail out. That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, we've been chatting into one of the designers and talking about how they like the antique coins as well for their designing, because it means they can play around with a few different ideas, whatever that they're somewhat limited to with just the standard coloured or proof or some of the other variants. So yeah, I really like the antiques for the options it gives the artists.
I'm going to set this one up like this, I think. I'll set that one down the front.
Alrighty.
Along with its very swish looking box.
Yep. Sorry to interrupt, but this is Reuben from the future, and I just wanted to go through a couple of things on the box that we actually missed. So one I just noticed as well, just there, we've actually got the logo on the button that opens the thing as well, which is very, very cool. But we also missed on the bottom the fact that this has a battery compartment and a little on switch. So if you've got some batteries in there and you turn that on, when you open the box, you get some glowing eyes there, which kind of reflect down onto the coin as well, which looks super, super cool. So yeah, very cool feature of this box that I just had to show you.
So that's a beauty, that one.
And it's a 2 ounce as well. I'm not sure if we already covered that. It's kind of hiding there in the dark. But,
guess what else we've got in here?
Yeah, I was going to say, I spied one more hiding in there.
See, this is the problem. When we get to the end of the unboxing, and then we pack it up, like we unpack it for the shop and go, oh, bother, we missed one.
I think we'll have them all this time. We'll see. All right, this is the other James Bond one that I was talking about. So this is the minted minis.
Not allowed to call these chibis, are we?
No, we're not. Do not use that word. Minted mini, legally different. And I'd say it's one that's had kind of a bit of a mixed reception from the Simpsons start, because they started there. So it's interesting for them to try a different IP, a different intellectual property. So that's it. We're not talking Simpsons anymore. We're talking James Bond, and I think he looks pretty suave there.
Yeah, looks more like Mr. Bean, but I actually quite like it.
It's turning that into a habit now with the little coin shop unboxings of comparing them to other. You compared the Indiana Jones to Ben 10 last time. You're comparing James Bond to Mr. Bean.
It does.
Maybe Johnny English, so it's at least a similar. It's just Rowan Atkinson in a spiral.
And then you've got the other side, which I got to admit, with all these non-chibis, minted minis, thank you. I actually like the other side, the obverse side, usually more than the reverse side. Although this one's growing on me. Yeah. But mainly because it's almost that link between James Bond and the Rowan Atkinson character. Yeah. I really like that. That's really cool.
In comparison to how some of us I know reacted to the Simpsons minted mini and kind of went, oh, okay, that's an interesting take. I think it's definitely a step up.
I was going to leave these out, wasn't I?
Yeah.
What a goose. Packed it all away already.
Just so efficient.
Yeah. Just know I get into trouble if I leave things lying around. Alrighty.
All right. Now, I think one of them we have already done, because I think you pulled it out of this mix box here. So, I don't know. One of these has ones we haven't looked at yet.
Do you want me to check this one, or just go straight through to this one?
Go straight through to the other one, because I think if I've ordered them correctly, I think that one is more Phantoms.
Phantoms. All right. I love this. I just trash your studio.
Reuben goes through and ties it up.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're about to take off, aren't you?
All right, what do we got in this one?
Dun, 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 dun. Boxes.
Oh, I know what these are.
Now, is this one... I won't hold the secret back anymore. It's the large 10-ounce wedgetail eagle.
Yeah,
is this one that they ship separately?
Yeah,
the coin to the box?
That's why I'm digging.
Aha.
So, for those that don't know, with the larger sizes, let me see if I can grab one. There we go. With the larger sizes, although there's quite a bit of weight in here, but I'm 99% sure I'm right. With the larger sized silver coins, they actually ship them separately, so that the box doesn't get destroyed in shipping.
Mm-hmm. Gives it nice and schmick.
It does. So, we will have a look at the box.
And obviously, if you're then ordering them from Little Coin Shop as well, you'll also get them as two separate things, because for security and shipping, for us sending them to you, you also want them to arrive nice and schmick as well. So,
they've kept the same theme with the outer shippers throughout the whole series, and I think that's simple but very, very effective.
It's good for consistency. It does mean if you are collecting them, you're going to have to kind of duck over it, because, I mean, just looking at it from the front here, you've got zero idea between years or anything like that. It's only until you look up the top there that you'll actually be able to tell them apart. But still, I quite like it. You've got a far bigger Perth Mint up the front there.
Perth Mint doily. I think that's what we're going to say.
All right, the Perth Mint doily. All right, let's go with that.
With the C of A.
Yep.
And then, oh no, it's empty. But don't fear.
Have no fear. It's your coin is in another box.
It is.
Princess is in another castle. That was probably a reach at a joke there.
Is that what it was?
Thanks, Margaret.
And then in here,
Nicely bubble wrapped up.
we will have... Come on, Perth. You've got to give me a hint as to how to open these things sometimes.
No, I'm convinced they sit there and just watch for their entertainment. They make it confusing on purpose and then go, hey, wonder how Michael from Little Coin Shop is going to go with that one.
You know, Bailey, who's in charge of our shipping and everything with Little Coin Shop, is cringing right now as she's reviewing this video.
Yep. It's entertainment for her as well. A little bit of panic. You know, it's the same reason people watch horror movies, you know.
It's the adrenaline rush, you reckon?
That's it. What's he going to do with that knife? I know.
Oh, now look at that.
Whoa.
So this is an accused, not accused.
The accused wedgetail.
An incused wedgetail. So you've got this scalloped coin face, if you like. And then the design is actually punched into that scallop, whereas the high relief, they actually draw it out of the scalloping. So it's a different effect and a different finish with this matte background, and then the
it's almost like a domed kind of a coin, like
reverse dome.
Yeah,
I suppose you'd say.
reverse dome. That's it.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic, different, if you like. They have the obverse. Queen Elizabeth is in matte with a shiny finish, but it's flat. Whereas the reverse side is, like we said, is that scalloped finish. I reckon
You want to see both sides?
I would prefer to see both sides as that scalloped finish. I know that's probably asking a heck of a lot out of Perth Mint, but I think it would look better. I think it looks great. I actually like the way they reverse the image around like that, but they just, I don't know. It's funny to have the scalloping on one side, but not the other.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a 10-ounce coin. It's a big enough planchet to actually draw that design out.
The capsule's even super cool on that one as well.
They've got the filler in around there, so they've got the bigger capsule. And again, provides more protection for the coin in there. But you've actually got enough planchet size to get the detail in the eagle and still have... You can't actually see the coin, but it's quite a chunky coin. Hiding in there, and that's allowed that filler allows the coin to be quite chunky.
Well, that's it. I suspect that's one of their kilo capsules.
Yeah, to give you that infused finish. I love the 10-ounce. I think it's the perfect size to give you enough detail without going to the expense of the kilo. So I think they've done a magnificent job with this one.
No worries. Pop it in the box, I reckon. Let's see how it looks in there.
I got it around the right way.
Yep. Very nice.
It just sits. It's just really nice. Look great in your display cabinet, or my display cabinet, if I can convince my wife. And comes, with the box, with the Perth Mint doily, as we're going to call it. And there is somewhere on here. There is also a certificate of authenticity.
Alrighty. What's your pick? Pick of the bunch. Either just because you like it or
See, this is hard. So I'm going to show my age because I love the Phantom because it brings back a lot of childhood stuff. I really like the James Bond Mr. Bean. I think... So this one's a difficult one for me. I like the Wedgetail Eagle series.
Yeah.
It's John McCanty. It's Australian. It's a great design. It's a 10-ounce, so it's bigger. So probably for investment purposes, and probably because I'd lean towards it anyway, this would have to be my pick for this bunch.
Yep.
But very closely followed by a bit of fun with either the Phantom or the James Bond Mr. Bean.
Yep.
How about you?
I'm kind of torn as well because I'd say James Bond is the series I kind of have the most history with, that I've seen them or whatever. I've read the odd Phantom comic and things like that, but I actually the Phantom just in that that design element with the antiquing and the colouring, I think, just really puts it ahead. And
it's beautiful.
The creativity in the box as well, and you can really tell that they've put that little bit of extra effort into that. So yeah, I'm a little bit split between James Bond and Phantom, but I reckon that's my pick. Yeah. I think the wedgetail and both James Bond.
James Bond Legacy.
Yeah,
yep.
I think both of them will still have no issues going. But yeah, if you were asking which one I was going to add to my collection, it'd definitely be one of the others.
There you go. All right, that's it for now. Comment below. Tell us which one that you thought floated your boat. Give a reason if you're game. And
we'll have
head
links.
over to littlecoinshop.com.au. There will be a link down below, I dare say. Grab them while they're in stock. I don't believe they're going to last particularly long, particularly this one.
Alrighty, no worries. Thank you very much, Michael. We'll see you on the next one.
Sounds good. See ya.